Gamers are speaking up and they're making their voices be known to all these corporations that have the shady backroom deals with these DEI consulting companies like Sweet Baby Inc. Welcome back to Words of Paradise. I'm your host, Leon Idle, and we're going to be going over this controversy. We talked about it a bit on my Friday night stream. We talked about it even more on Saturday Night Hypnosis, but there's even more to speak on. And if you watched my Friday night stream, you remember this number, this Sweet Baby Inc. detected consultation, this curation that's going on Steam about this curator that's going through and labeling every single game that Sweet Baby Inc.'s been attached to. On Friday, they were at 13,000 followers. Look at them now, 78,000. Just 3 hours ago, at the beginning of Saturday Night Hypnosis, as by the time I'm recording this, they were at 73,000. They have gained 5,000 new followers over the course of just 3 hours. Anytime you refresh the page, this number changes. Let's see if it changes. Oh, boom, 78,623. Went up by, what was that, like another 500, give or take? This is blowing up, and Sweet Baby Inc. tried themselves to silence it. They tried their best to silence it to get this taken down, and lo and behold, nothing came of it. This guy isn't, to my knowledge, breaking any sort of Steam rules. He is just saying, hey, this company worked on these games, buy at your own risk if you know anything about them. But maybe you don't know anything about Sweet Baby Inc. Maybe this is a new bit of controversy for you. Well, let me tell you, brothers and sisters, little baby birds, just sit down. I'll just mama bird it right down your gullet with some of this new information here. It's not necessarily new, but it might be new to you. So we're on Sweet Baby Inc.'s website. This is the projects page. This is every game they've been a part of. Now, if you guys don't know about what Sweet Baby Inc. is, they're a consulting firm that works on various video games and basically wokeifies them. There's no other better way to put it. They go in, they change the script, they change the writing, they change the characters to make sure that there is nothing problematic to be found. For example, look what they did on Alan Wake 2. We worked on character arc, voice, and sensitivity reading. Well, that's interesting. Why would a horror game need sensitivity reading? Isn't that the point of a horror game, is to be scary? You should want the game to be sensitive to folks. That's how you get an emotional horror reaction. What about, they also worked sensitivity reading on Goodbye Volcano High. Now, I don't know what Goodbye Volcano High is. It looks retarded. I'm gonna be real. It looks like a super dumb game. What about God of War Ragnarok? We worked around narrative, character consultation with a focus on representation. Now, good. You guys are caught up. You get what this sort of company is. They're basically paid to wokeify things. I'm not making a joke. I'm not making it up. That's what they do. But this is their list of clients, our clients. Now, that's interesting because this says announced projects. Well, there aren't a lot of projects here. There's, 12? But look at all these corporations they work with. Xbox Game Studios, Electronic Arts, Valve, True Love, Santa Monica, Square Enix, 2K, Ubisoft. These are some pretty big names, and there's a lot of them. Look at all their clients here. So why is there only 12 projects? Well, wait. Announced projects. Doesn't that make you curious? Doesn't that make you wonder what's going on behind the scenes? What haven't they announced? What are they doing? I mean, first of all, Spider-Man 2. Everyone knows how Spider-Man 2 turned out. What they worked on? Story consultation. But again, this might be all news to you guys, or old news at this point, because this has been going to be a massive story. Again, from 13,000 followers on that Steam curation page to now almost 100,000 in 3 days. So let's go over and tell you see Sweet Baby Inc. on X. Well, it's been trending for about all 3 days. We're going to look at the top post before we get to the latest because, again, familiarizing yourself with your enemy is important. So Learning the Law posted, I think gamers are overreacting. There's no proof that Sweet Baby Inc., Kim Belair, founder of any of their employees, are engaging in racism against society. Let's read some of their statements. Holy mother. Now, the sarcasm is, palpable here. But, so Felix at Home, also known as Lego Butts. What a fantastic name. Pay me to shoot down your white male lead game ideas. I usually get grossed out when straight white rich people kiss, but even I think those two are pretty cute. Now, I have no idea what two they're talking about. I'm gonna take a guess and maybe say like Joe and Jill Biden. I don't know, something like that. I just had a thought about trying this again with a photo of a young white person about to be ripped open. But I'm betting folks would immediately flag it as traumatic, and I'm guessing the image would get taken down before a response is accumulated. I don't know what they're responding to, but it was something from December 18th, 2019. So not like it's very culturally relevant. As far as the pay me to shoot down your white male lead game ideas, though, that's from 2014. That's 10 years ago. What was 10 years? That's right. Gamergate, that's what was 10 years ago, and you wonder why people on X are calling this Gamergate 2.0. These individuals were operating, maybe not Sweet Baby Inc. as a company, they might not have been around at the time, but Lego Butts, Felix at Home, the employee of Sweet Baby Inc., they've been in the game for a while, they've been consulting for other projects, working for other companies, so you know that this mentality was in video games even back in 2014. Pay me to shoot down your white male lead game ideas. This is a decade ago. Some of you people may have still been in high school or college playing video games and weren't aware, haven't been woken up to these issues yet. Yes, this is the actual definition of woke. Being aware to these sorts of problems, technically, we are the woke ones, since we are actually aware of what's going on with what Sweet Baby Inc. is doing, using, the faux modern day wokeness. What about this one from 2014? Had a nightmare that I was a white male gamer. The slander was going on even then. So, then you got, Chris Kindred here. Now, Chris Kindred works for this company, and they were the ones leading a harassment campaign to get the Steam curation page taken down. Now they've locked their Twitter down. Look at that. These posts are protected. These posts weren't protected literally last night. As of Friday night at about 10 o'clock Central Standard Time, these posts weren't protected because I was on Chrissy's, Chrissy Boy's here, Twitter page. I say Chrissy Boy because I'm pretty sure it's a tranny based on everything I looked at on their profile. Plus, may or may not have interacted with somebody on stream who actually went to school with Chris Kindred. So if you see this account popping up, you see this profile and it follows you, don't get all excited that some hot black female followed you. No, it's a dude that doesn't even pass. Let's be real. But, alright, Lego Butts, though. Lego Butts works for the company. They haven't locked down their accounts. Let's see what they got to say. Is there anything interesting? So far, just some, Persona 3 still V good. Don't really know what that means. Let's see what they reposted. A few weeks ago, I ran a story where I asked game developers for their perspective on why the industry is undergoing these mass layoffs. These same developers also told me how all this has been impacting them as people. Here are their stories, and of course, it's from IGN. No one cares what IGN's got to say. You're part of the problem. You're part of the machine. You're part of the people that have put gamers who actually care about this stuff and put game developers who actually care about this stuff in the crosshairs. Gaming has been going downhill, and these individuals that actually care about gaming have been getting laid off in these mass layoffs because of all the individuals upstairs at the upper echelon who thought, yeah, we should introduce DEI to gaming. It'll be great. Let's make sure that the story doesn't matter, the gameplay doesn't matter, the characters don't matter. As long as it's filled with representation and inclusion, it's got to have some sensitivity readers if we're going to make the game, because you can't even get it put out on modern platforms if it doesn't have sensitivity reading. It's an absolute joke. But something else about this account is really interesting. They also say that they work for Polytron. Polytron. Why does that sound familiar? Let's go to... Okay, so Polytron it's a Twitter page for Polytron makes video games. If you look through here, okay, Polytron, and they put out this game called Pez. But why would they work for Polytron as well as Sweet Baby Inc.? Then you go to the Sweet Baby Inc. page, our clients. One of those clients? Polytron. Now tell me, how is that not a conflict of interest? There's my question. So Lego Butts, Felix, if you see this, I'm genuinely curious how this isn't a conflict of interest. So you're working for one company, you're working for a second company, and that one company is now a client of the second company. You are actually being paid. I'm wondering, it seems like there's some sort of ethics violations there, but that would be assuming that the individuals at Sweet Baby Inc. had any sort of ethics to begin with, which I know is a big ask. But here's the deal. This isn't just individuals on X throwing a fit, but if you look through here, there's not two sides of this story. I get it. 9 times out of 10, there's going to be people who's like, well, I agree with XYZ, I disagree with XYZ, and you got a healthy debate, a healthy dialogue. There is nobody on the internet taking Sweet Baby Inc.'s side. I have not found a single person. The reason Chris Kindred locked down their account, because nobody was agreeing with their harassment campaign to try and get this Steam curation page taken down. So here's more from Learning the Law. Okay, that's just a repost of what he posted. But we got Grums here. Sweet Baby Inc. in full panic mode deletes the tweets showing their efforts to cancel the Sweet Baby Inc. detected Steam group. And yep, it looks like Sweet Baby Inc. cleaning up their image, trying to pretend that they didn't do a targeted harassment campaign against just a regular individual who wants you to know where you're putting your money. Cass here. Cass made a great video on this. Now, obviously, I'm not going to regurgitate a bunch of what she said, so just go watch it yourself. But basically, Cassie's 100% correct, so go check out her video after this. Endymion, Sweet Baby Inc. confirmed to be attached to Xbox's Fable reboot. Right here, production companies, you got Playground Games and Sweet Baby. You wonder why this chick looks like a dude, despite the fact that her actual model, the real-life person they base this off of, is a moderately attractive female. You can probably blame Sweet Baby Inc. because they're actively ucklifying women in the Western world when it comes to video games. Yeah, I don't know anyone that was excited for the new Fable. Frankly, I've never even heard anyone talk about the new Fable because that initial trailer was so underwhelming. But if you were one of the 12 people out there that was excited for it, I hate to spoil the party, Sweet Baby Inc. detected. But speaking of, so that was all the top. You know, those are the ones that garnered the most attention. Let's take a look at, let's say, you know, what's going on right now, like from 1 minute ago. Oh, for anyone on Steam, this is a good curator page to follow and avoid Sweet Baby Inc. crap. How many followers this guy got? 421 followers. All right, so I have no idea where he's from. I don't know what these flags mean. I think it's Italy. Is this Italian? I could be wrong. Slavic pagan, into black metal, goth music. So yeah, not exactly, you know, like a well-known content creator or anything. They see this. They're engaged in it. Nerd Wars, shout Nerd Wars, great dude. He's been blocked by Weird Ghost. He had another great tweet about the Weird Ghost Sweet Baby Inc. connections. Hypnotic, yeah, hey, what's up, everybody in the Hypnotic crew? We had a massive stream because of the Sweet Baby Inc. situation. Brought in a bunch of new viewers because people care about this story. But what about Texan Dog Dad? Just went down the rabbit hole on what I had no idea. For those that don't know, Sweet Baby Inc. has direct links to Gamergate and is very much responsible for the DEI inclusion of a lot of games. When I say a lot, I do mean a lot of big games. It's all gone woke because of Sweet Baby Inc. Now, Texan Dad Dog, 668 followers. Hey, followed by the Hodge twins. Nice. Born and raised Texan, Dog Dad, 2 Gremlins, and Not So Golden Doodle. Pro free speech, even which I do not agree. 2A and freedom. Doesn't seem like a nerd account. Doesn't seem like somebody who's like, hey, I gotta get the new Final Fantasy the day it drops. I'm just seeing what he looks like here, a regular Texans, freedom-loving individual who's pro 2A and probably has a wife, multiple kids, and a white picket fence. And for even someone like that to post about Sweet Baby Inc. 10 minutes ago, that's pretty wild. We see Packer Girl. We all know Packer Girl. She's great. She's involved in the culture war material. She does great reporting on anime, so I'm not super worried about what she has to say. What about Chaotic Dre here? Gamers should stop console wars and boycott Sweet Baby Inc. All right, so once again, something on the anti-Inc. Are we going to find a single pro Sweet Baby Inc. Piece of information? So far, I haven't seen a one, and you guys haven't either. I'm showing you the Twitter in real time. You notice how there's no edits, no cuts. This is why we were disgusted with Sweet Baby Inc. This is the actress. This is the actual model. And look what you got here. That is disgusting. How is this individual, you know, A-okay? Now, I don't know that they're A-okay with this. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But let's say she is okay with it, because I don't know who this model is. She hasn't spoken out. We haven't seen any Kotaku articles or Bounding into Comics articles talking about how the model for the new Xbox Fable game is speaking out. Why would she be okay with taking a very, you know, if not beautiful, at least a very symmetrical and pretty, you know, traditionally pretty face and being turned into this? I'd be speaking out. I'd be throwing a fit, and I mean, fuck, I might even sue Sweet Baby Inc. if that was on the table. Who knows? Sweet Baby Inc. will rewrite and rework all your hard work and ideas. Thanks to Mill Warhammer Dave, you are correct. I mean, do not spend another dollar on anything tied to Sweet Baby Inc. This includes GTA. I don't know if it is confirmed that GTA has a connection to Sweet Baby Inc., but if it does, let's say that it comes out that Sweet Baby Inc. is tied to the new GTA 6 game. Are you going to buy it? Are you as gamers going to sit there and say, you know what, let's do what they did with Bud Light, let's boycott it, and let's make it actually hurt? I highly doubt it. I'll be real. Hypno said it, and I agree with him completely. Gamers do not have the mental and emotional fortitude to say, I'm going to not buy this game. Some of you might, and I get it, you're the rare exceptions, but in the world of loot boxes and day one patches and games coming out all the time that people are willing to compromise their morals on, which I've been known to do as well, for example, it happens to the best of us, say, you know what, it's just one game, it's fine. That is why gamers, of which I of course include myself collectively, cannot do what happened to Bud Light. But if it does come out that Sweet Baby Inc. is attached to GTA 6, would you boycott the game? Would you decide not to buy it? I'm genuinely interested in your answer. Let me know in the comments below. We got Mandalongo. Sorry, bud. Sunshine is the best disinfectant, and Sweet Baby Inc. is filthy. I literally said that on SNH tonight, and I said it first. This was 16 minutes ago. See, it's funny, because Sweet Baby Inc. is a weird cult. That's wrong. That's wrong about everything. Wait, the cool thing about liking video games is you can go play video games instead of joining weird cult and being wrong. I think we found it, boys and girls. I think we may have found our first pro Sweet Baby Inc. Tweet. The cool thing about liking video games is you can play video. It only took, how long? We've been doing this for 14 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But yeah, it took us 14 minutes of combing through tweets, and we found a single tweet that seemed like it was in support, or at least let bygones be bygones, which isn't necessarily support of Sweet Baby Inc. Post-editing Leon here, and I had to point this out to you guys. I saw this while I was editing and realized, oh my god, this account that we said was not, was the first pro Sweet Baby Inc. one. You lo and behold, look at that. He's a great big baby at Sweet Baby Inc. Homie is an employee. So once again, it turns out there are in fact no Sweet Baby Inc. Presence on YouTube that was unbiased, that were unaffiliated with Sweet Baby Inc. Just, again, notice that in editing, thought that, okay, I gotta share, I gotta update because this is funny as hell. 1,300 followers, and yep, does in fact work for the company. No surprises. Anyway, back to the ending of the video. And that is after everything else I showed you. The games they've worked on, and more importantly, the companies that they've worked with that don't show us games they've worked on. It makes you wonder what's going on behind the scenes, or at least it makes me wonder. I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comments down below, or let me know on X, where you can find me at BoltTheWord. And please subscribe. I'm a nerdy news channel. I cover nerdy news every day. Not always about gaming, although there has been a lot of that lately because it's been in the news, and it's important for us gamers and us real nerds to get things back to the way they were. So hit that subscribe button. Also, check me out on Instagram at wordsofparadise_Leon, and check out the Discord for $4.99 a month. Become a member. It's great. We can all have fun in there, talk, conversations. You can even choose the articles I cover on a day-to-day basis, and use discount code VITALIDLE for the merch store. Get yourself a shirt or a mug and tag me on Instagram or Twitter. I'd love to see it. But until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere, and this has been Words of Paradise.